All right, so today on the program, we are exploring the roles of district officers in the built environment. Coker-Agada on the radar, and joining me in the studios this morning, Town Planner Ladagbaye Oyenuga Adetayo. She is Assistant Director, Town Planning Services with the Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority. She is also the District Officer for Coker-Agada. Madam, it's nice to have you in the building. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
And how are you doing?
Fine.
Your journey here this morning was good?
It was good. It was nice.
Which part of town are you driving from?
Ikorodu. Yes, please.
Okay, that sounds.
Well, I want to correct you. It's Ladagbaye Oyenuga.
Okay, Ladagbaye Oyenuga
Adetayo.
All right, it's nice to have you in the building.
You're welcome.
All right, she's been joined by Isiaka Oloko Babatunde, who is a Chief Engineer with the Lagos State Building Control Agency, LAPCA, also the District Head of Coker-Agada LCDA. All right, Mr. Oloko, nice to have you in the building. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Good morning, sir.
All right, so let's talk about your location. But before we do so, Town Planner Oyenuga, I know that Coker-Agada is an area not so familiarly known to everybody in Lagos, right?
Yes.
So how are things faring with the built environment in that particular side of town?
Well, it's encouraging. It's encouraging.
Okay.
They're trying their best to have their approvals. So it's like 50%.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. And from LASCA's perspective, Engineer Oloko, how would you describe the built environment?
Yeah, the built environment, I can say, is a completely built environment because it's like an extension of Surulere.
Oh.
It's because the shared boundaries between Surulere, Orile, and Amuwu.
Right.
So those places are already
So it's not a developing place. It's fully developed.
It's fully developed.
Town Planner Adetayo, talk to me. Out of 10 buildings, or if you come across 10 properties, how many of them would you say are fully developed in Coker-Agada?
Out of 10?
Yes.
Let me say 5.
5, so 50%.
Yes, please.
So that means we still have some areas that are still developing there. Is that what it means?
Yes. Coker-Agada is more or less like a suburb to Surulere. It's more or less like a spillover from the real major Surulere.
Right.
So there are lots of structures, basically residential.
Okay.
In that area.
Not so many in terms of industrial, right?
No. Let me just say commercial, mixed use, and predominantly residential.
Okay. So let's get to know what you do in this locality. But before then, let's even intimate ourselves with Coker-Agada itself. Even though you said it's a suburb of Surulere, but for those who might not know that community or perhaps that particular locality, what are the communities that we find and where is Coker-Agada located? I'm still going to stay with you, Town Planner Adetayo. Okay.
Coker-Agada is, like I said earlier on, is more or less like a spillover or a spillage from Surulere. It's like a suburban
to
Surulere. So Coker-Agada is bounded by Surulere, Orile Gomu, and we have Lagos Badagry Expressway. It's bounded also by Mushi on the north, and by Lagos Badagry Expressway and Apapa.
Okay.
Yes.
Those are all the border local governments that you find there.
Yes.
So inside Coker-Agada, Engineer Oloko, inside Coker-Agada, what are the communities that you find there?
Yeah, we have like the Orile, that is the major markets around there. We have Bapsanima Shaun area, extension to Etire Kate side, because it's bounded by the Etire Kate too.
Okay.
So, and we have places like the Amuwo side at the Lagos, the Badagry Express Road. Those are the community we have there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adetayo, you want to add? Are there other communities?
Yeah, we have Adetola.
Okay.
We have Eniton. We have Coker Road, Brown Street. We have Agboyin. We have Nuru Oniwo.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So is Coker-Agada, is it a big place? From what you see, is it big?
It's like 67,000 hectares.
Wow. 67,000. All right.
Thereabouts.
Okay. That gives us a picture of the size of that particular location. But let's connect with Coker-Agada and look at your roles there. So who are the district officers and what are your roles in that particular localities, so to say, engineer local?
Yeah, our role there is to, after approval have been granted, and we are to enforce the building control regulations, building inspection and certification, removal of illegal and non-conforming structure,
Right.
identifying and removal of distressed building, creating public awareness, like stakeholder engagement.
Right.
Yeah.
You do all of that.
Yeah,
So do you
that's all
have
of them.
distressed buildings that are there?
Yeah, we have lots of different buildings because it's already
Ah.
developed area, like places like a really site. We have
You have
majority
distressed
of the
buildings there
distressed
too.
buildings there.
So
yeah.
how many have you been able to pull down in recent times?
Several buildings have been pulled down to avert any form of collapse or loss of life.
Engineer local, have you done anyone this year?
Yeah, we've done like 8 this year.
Wow, 8 distressed buildings were
Yes,
brought down.
yes.
Okay, and that's because they were not conforming, or they didn't really meet up to the standards in terms of renovation.
When we say distressed, it means it's not fit for human habitation.
It's not even fit at all.
Yes, it's not. We don't, because when it's developing, it's still okay. It's just newly developed. We don't remove such buildings.
In that kind of circumstance, who brings that kind of notice to you? Is it that people report to you, or through your enforcement you just get to notice?
Yeah, through day-to-day activity of monitoring, and several cases we've seen people that report cases that see something, say something.
Right.
That they come.
They bring that to your office.
Yeah, they come to our office and report such activities. We have websites where you can come and just report to LAPCA, send us mails and everything. So that's where we get our information from.
Tampana Adegbaye Oyenuga, let's look at your own role as a district officer within Coker-Agada. What does it look like? Talk to us.
Well, one of my roles as a district officer of Coker-Agada District Office, approving an issuance of planning permit that is within a floor and 2 floors. But I do recommend for my superiors, that is like 3 floors and above, for concurrent approval.
Okay.
Then secondly, we engage in stakeholders, meetings and public enlightenment, and we do other ad hoc assignments given to me by the government.
All right. So you issue planning permits, right?
Yes, please.
How long does it take?
10 working days.
Strictly 10.
Yes.
Anything that will make it go beyond 10?
Like if we need some clearances, or at times we need more documents to back up their application. Yes, please.
So if you look at Coker-Agada, for instance, most of the properties that you have there, do they have planning permits already?
Like I said earlier on, it's like 50%.
50%?
Yes, please.
So what are you doing to convince the remaining 50% for them to come for the required certification?
Yeah, they're trying their best. We are through our stakeholders engagement. So hopefully they will come to regularize with the government.
Well, aren't there reasons why some of these, might be, maybe they are having a feeling that the process might just be too difficult and cumbersome for them? Is that not the reason why they are not showing up?
That's why we are coming up right now to tell them that it will take them just 10 working days to get the approvals done.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Suralaba, is that part of your locality?
No.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Okay. All right. So, apart from the planning permits, which other permits do you issue under the LASPA office in Coker-Agada? Yeah,
we do. We issue renovation permits, demolition permits, remodeling, and so on and so forth. Okay. And from the LAPCA perspective, Engineer Loco, what are the kind of authorization or perhaps approvals that you grant under the Lagos State Building Control Agency?
Yeah, we grant after you have been issued your approval, your development permits. You have to come to LAPCA to obtain authorization to commence construction.
Okay.
And so also the state.
I can't build right away once I get my planning permit.
No, you can't be right, because it's assumed a lot of.
Is it stated in that permit when I get it?
Yes, in the permit from last it is stated that you must still forge ahead to go to LAPCA for authorization to commence construction.
Okay.
Also, the certificate of completion and fitness for habitation, we grant that after you have done your construction we believe the buildings is supposed to be okay for human habitation. So we kind of check if the building is proper for people to stay inside. We now grant the certificate.
Let's put this in perspective now, Engineer Loko. I hear stage by stage inspection and certification, right? Is that part of what you do?
Yes, that is what we do, sir.
So if I call you in the process of commencing the building, I bring LabCat to the site and we start the construction. And then along the line, more or less, I just disappear into thin air. I do not get in touch with you again. And let's say after like 6 months, the building is fully completed and I come to you for certificate of completion and habitation.
No, that should not be granted, because, and even when you are when you have started coming for state certification and you kind of disappear, you are disappear, but your building is still where exactly where it is. Yeah.
Right.
So we kind of monitor you if you are still on the project. If you stop the building, we believe it's been abandoned, we leave you for some time. Well, at the moment you start building, we stay right with you there. And again, if you come and say,
but will you know?
Of course, we go for monitoring, day-to-day activity monitoring, sir.
Okay. Also,
when you come to you come for certificate of completion application, and we discover you've not engaged officers to come for the state certification process, we ask you to go and obtain go to Lagos State Material Testing Laboratory for test. They test the building. If it's okay for human habitation, they write a report. From that report, you go to a registered current engineer that will indemnify that whatever happens with that building, if it collapses, it should be held liable.
Okay.
So for that, we are rest assured that the building is okay. Then
so we have to go through all those stages again. That's what it means.
Exactly. You have to go through all those stages again.
Right. So when you guys come for inspection, wouldn't it have been right for you to come along with other agencies like the material testing? Is that not possible for you to also carry them along so that they test and say, well, the materials they're using right now, they are fully certified, so to say?
Because of the complexity of the activities, when we come for state certification, we come directly to check your reinforcement, to check your mixed ratio, to check the material you are using. The same way material testing comes, they have their own functions
as well.
Yeah, that material itself, the reinforcement, the water, the sand, the cement you are using, they are in the capacity to check properly if those materials are okay for use.
All right, then. Yeah. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. This morning we're exploring the roles of district officers in the built environment. Coker-Agada, very much on the radar. And I have my friends from that particular locality, Town Planner Ladegbayi Oyenuga Adetayo, who's Assistant Director, Town Planning Services with LASPA, and also the District Officer for Coker-Agada. Also in the building as well is Engineer Isiaka Oloko Babatunde, who is Chief Engineer with LAPCA, and of course the district head of Coker-Agada. A brief break. When we return, do we have estate developers in Coker-Agada? What kind of relationship do district officers have with them in the effort to bring best practices in the built environment? And we'll also be hearing from you too, and that'll be on 08099120777 and 09153877127. A brief break. We'll be back.
Dear Lagosians, the vision of making Lagos a sustainable and resilient state through community regeneration and inclusive physical planning begins with building right. We all have a role to play in achieving this vision in line with the Lagos State Urban and Regional Planning and Development Law of 2019 as amended. Do you know that before buying a land or building on it, you must check for the permissible use from the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development? Do you know that you must obtain a planning permit and authorization to commence the construction of your building? Do you also know that you require state certification and certificate of completion for building construction in Lagos State? Estate developers must obtain layout approval before developing their estate and obtain full planning permit after the expiration of a provisional planning permit. Their Lagosians, do not carry out unapproved renovation, remodeling or demolition. Do not break the seal on an enforced property. Do not obtain fake planning permits and do not abandon uncompleted buildings. Do not break the law. Build right in accordance with the state operative development plans. Let's work together to make Lagos a sustainable smart city of choice. For more information, download the Lagos State MPP UD app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Àjùmọ̀ṣe Announcer, Lagos State Government.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Build Right is the program, and I see my friends from Coker-Agada as we are putting them on the radar this morning to reflect on best practices in the built environment using district officers as a recipe for its attainment. All right, within the Ojo corridor, there's a breakdown of a Renault truck with a clutch problem. This is at Iyanoba, inwards Vokes. I understand efforts on for its repair and evacuation, while we still have traffic managers on ground monitoring and controlling the traffic. No effect on traffic for now if you're driving through that corridor. Let's get back to the conversation. So, town planner Adetayo, let's talk about estate developers. Do we have them in Coker-Agada as well?
Yes, we do have them, and they come in once in a while to bring in approvals on behalf of their clients.
All right. So, for those that come in, what kind of relationship do you have with them?
We have a good and we have cordial relationships with them.
Okay.
When they come.
So they always come for their approvals timely.
Yes.
All right. And for Engineer Loco, one thing we've seen with estate developers these days is for them to modify most existing structures. Is that correct, Engineer Loco? They always come to you for this kind of approvals, right?
Yeah, exactly, sir.
So, what have you noticed really with them coming in on board in the built sector within Coker-Agada?
Yeah, we noticed that majority of the buildings in Coker-Agada have been converted from residential to
commercial, right?
To commercial and mixed use.
Okay.
Because it's like a place.
When you say mixed use, what do you mean?
Yeah, you have both residential and commercial within the same
building.
Structure.
The same building.
Yes.
Do you guys give that kind of approval?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
It's possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought there would be lots of disturbances there with that kind of a situation. So, but you do give those kind of approvals, right?
Yes, we do.
All right. So, areas where you have residential building and then you have a filling station nearby, is that allowed?
Well, according to the building regulations, it is not allowed.
Okay. So once you see those kind of things, what do you guys do? You go to investigate?
We investigate and we ensure that all these the PFS, we call them PFS or special applications.
Okay.
We ensure that they do the needful by preventive measures be put in place.
Let's see if we can get some feedback from the public as well. This morning you can join the conversation. Coker-Agada is our focus as we dwell on best practices in the built environment. If you've been wanting to build or perhaps you've built and you have anything to say to the district officers, feel free to connect with us. 091-5387-7127. Okay, that's 091-5387-7127. That's the numbers that you can put in your voice calls, or perhaps you can also send in your messages on 08099 1207777. 08099 1207777. All right. Tamplana Adetayo, you did talk about demolition permit as well?
Yes, I spoke about it.
So, if I want to convert a property, demolish and rebuild, I must come for a demolition permit.
Yes.
Why is that necessary?
Well, it's very necessary because we need to know to be sure that you are the owner of the property.
Okay.
You can't just demolish because it can also affect other properties around. So he needs, by us permitting him, so many things will be put in place.
So you must supervise the demolition. Is that what it means?
Yes.
Okay. All right. A message just popped in. It says, if someone wants to start building in Coker-Agada, what's the first approval they need? Samson is sending this one in. Samson, thank you so much.
Well,
Tamplana Adetayo, I think that should go to you.
Okay. The first approval, I don't know what it means by that question, but before you can do anything, you have to come to our office and apply for another approval.
So a planning permit, is that on the first?
Yes, the planning permits.
Okay.
Yes.
So before any structure, any property is put in place, the first thing is supposed to be the planning permit.
Yes, to have a planning permit.
Yeah, but what you see is that most people just go ahead and build without getting those permits.
Well, they'll be penalized for it.
That's the normal way, right?
Yes.
Okay, this one says, Engineer Isaka, how long does it usually take to get building approvals in your districts? Aduragbemi is sending this one in.
Building approval doesn't take time. Just like she just said, it's just within a week you can get approval.
Aduragbemi, I think this should have gone to town planner Adida because she's the first step. Is that not correct?
Yes.
So before you can build, it has to go first through LASPA.
Yes. LASPA before LAPCA.
Okay. All right. This one says, good morning, Lagos Traffic Radio. How affordable are the approval fees for the average citizen? You didn't put your name, but thank you so much. So how affordable approval fees? Let's say planning permit. How affordable is it?
Well, it depends on what the applicant wants to.
It depends on what you're trying to build.
Yes, that determines your assessment.
Okay.
That will be given to you.
Yeah, but a lot of times when you want to construct a building, it appears you guys are asking for an arm and a leg. You know, the checklist is normally so long. So for anyone who wants to build that's listening to us right now, Aduragbemi and others, what are the things that is required? What are the requirements before you guys can grant a planning permit?
First and foremost, you need your survey.
Okay.
Then your title documents with your architectural drawing. Then your structural drawing where applicable. That is 2 floors and above. Then you need your mechanical and electrical drawings where applicable too. You have some reports like LUPA reports, PPTR. Then you have to be tax compliant.
Okay. All these things are needed.
Yes.
All right. So little wonder. With all these checklists, I'm sure the areas with tax might be a problem for a lot of people. Is that not correct?
Well, I can't really say.
All right. This one says, is it true that approvals can be fast-tracked if someone pays extra? Body is sending this one in. Body, I don't know what you mean. Have you ever done that before? All right. So, which of you want to take that question? Is it true that there's a fast-track process?
For now, no.
There's nothing like that. They all go through the same route.
Same route.
No extra payment.
No extra payment. It's just 10 working days if all your documents are valid and complete.
All right. So if any one of them is missing from this checklist, that's when to go beyond 10 days.
Yes, please.
That's what it means.
Yes.
All right. We're still tracking that incident report of a broken down truck with a clutch problem at Iyanoba in Vokes. Still very much on ground. I understand they're trying to see how they can fix that and then they can move it off the road. But the major connecting points to the island are still looking relatively quiet for now. Iju-Shaga end, we did talk about a broken down Toyota SUV with front tire problem at this is Fagba. Yes, Fagba inwards Pennsylvania. But traffic managers there, keep us posted with that particular incident. I hope it has been taken up. 09153877127. Gradually winding to the end of the program. For you, Engineer Local, developers are quick. Like you said, these days they want to make maximum gains. And so turning residents into commercial properties or perhaps mixed use, so to say. And so we've seen situations whereby places where people live, the conventional 3-bedroom, you now find that one room will not be habitable in terms of space. What are you guys doing to check that, really, Engineer Local? Because we've seen situations whereby you move into some apartments or some properties and you see that the room that they've coined out, one room has been divided into 2 just to ensure that to accommodate more people. So what are you guys doing to ensure that it is livable?
Yeah, before you embark on any form of reconstruction or remodeling, you still have to go through LASPA to obtain your remodeling approval. So definitely there are specific and there are standards of your rooms of which you should build. If you are building beyond or below the standards, the approval will not be granted.
So you guys are doing that.
Yeah,
did they bring that to you? Do you cross-check to say this size of this room is this by this? Do you guys check that?
Yes, it's one of our jobs. We ensure that the standards are met. And if not, you have to go back and redesign.
So do you go out there to check what you've approved and what they are really, really modifying, so to say?
Well, we do monitoring to like LAPCA. So at times, when we detect such, we pass it over to our sister agency, LAPCA.
Right. All right. Where are your office is located? In Coker-Agada. Let's start with Engineer Local. Where's your office? The LAPCA office?
Yeah, the Coker-Agada LAPCA office is located at along Alhaji Marshal Road, opposite Onile Gogoro bus stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alaji Masha Animation.
Yeah.
All right.
That's Olile Gogoro bus stop, opposite Olile Gogoro bus stop.
All right.
Yeah, there's a bungalow there just beside the canal there.
Okay.
That's,
That's where LAPCA office.
Yes.
What about the LASPA office, Town Planner Adetayo?
Yeah, we are located at Akurele Primary Health Center, the 3rd floor, opposite Eco Hospital, Akurele.
Okay. Let's pack our bags now and get out of the studio. So what's your parting thoughts, Town Planner Adetayo? What's your message for the people as relates to building right?
Let's build right and build by the law.
All right. Let's build by the law. I love the way you put it. Engineer Loco, what's your message to the people as we round off the program?
Yeah, I want to advise the developers or the owners to always engage with building professionals when they are building. Don't use quack to supervise your buildings because it's very, very dangerous and risky.
All right, then we'll leave it at that for now. It's nice having both of you in the studios. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
All right, so we've been exploring the roles of district officers in the built environment. Coker-Agada on the radar, and I've had with me in the studios Town Planner Ladigbai Oyenuga Adetayo. She's the Assistant Director of Town Planning Services with LASPA, Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority, and the District Officer for Coker-Agada LCDA. Also in the building as well, I've hosted Engineer Isiaka Oloko Babatunde, who's Chief Engineer with LAPCA and the District Head of Coker-Agada. All right then, so MPPUD, the Ministry, they want to hear from you, so you can always reach out to them on 070-3065-3241. 070-3065-3241 or 080-3469-8264. 080-3469-8264. We have to go. The program has been produced by Dayo Anthony. Maximum shout out going out to Daniel Downsey and Okpemi Shedunke. Our executive producer is Tayo Akonle. Let me appreciate Akinsoya Adetola, who is our Chief Public Affairs Officer for the ministry, and same for Ademuyiwa Adu, who is the Director of Public Affairs for the Lagos State Building Control Agency. Next Thursday, the program makes a return by 9:15. But till then, I'm Victor Terry. Have a great day. Bye.
Dear Lagosians, the vision of making Lagos a sustainable and resilient state through community regeneration and inclusive physical planning begins with building right. We all have a role to play in achieving this vision in line with the Lagos State Urban and Regional Planning and Development Law of 2019 as amended. Do you know that before buying a land or building on it, you must check for the permissible use from the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development? Do you know that you must obtain a planning permit and authorization to commence the construction of your building? Do you also know that you require state certification and certificate of completion for building construction in Lagos State? Estate developers must obtain layout approval before developing their estate and obtain full planning permit after the expiration of a provisional planning permit. Dear Lagosians, do not carry out unapproved renovation, remodeling or demolition. Do not break the seal on an enforced property. Do not obtain fake planning permits and do not abandon uncompleted buildings. Do not break the law. Build right in accordance with the state operative development plans. Let's work together to make Lagos a sustainable smart city of choice. For more information, download the Lagos State MPP UD app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Àjùmọ̀ṣe ni. Announcer, Lagos State Government.